The Jazz looking to take charge here at home as we bring it to you live on 2K Sports from Salt Lake City, Utah, with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. The Utah Jazz coming to this one following a loss. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Clint Capella is out there with Banchero. Then there's Hunter, and it's Wall, and it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mitchell outside. Teardrop shot. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got the opening bucket of the night here for Utah. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Fultz, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. From 11 feet away, here's O'Neal, and Capella sends it back, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Down low, stolen by O'Neal. Bogdanovich against Wall. Bogdanovich inside, and no good that time. Seattle goes the other way with it to the middle. And there's Hunter on the assist from Fultz.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did catch up with Utah's head coach. They've had a difficult time in this matchup. They've lost both games so far this season. I asked him how he thought they could turn around. He said, we have to improve our defensive intensity, quicken our rotations. We can make things tough around the rim with our shot blockers, but we also have to close out on the perimeter. We'll see if they can flip the script tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Interesting report, David. Looking to set the tone defensively. Greg, they don't really want to shoot it.
You know, I expect them to be aggressive, closing out on shooters and blocking out on that defensive backboard.
Oh, those are great points, and they're things you really want to establish right out of the gate.
First one falls for him.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
And so Wall nails both of them. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Gobert against Capella. To the inside. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Sonics.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Banchero. It's not going to go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Supersonics. Trailing by 2.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Here's Mitchell. Paolo Banchero making his last shot.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
And that one is good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Supersonics.
their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. From 6 feet, and Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Oh, great ball movement there.
And now another look at that great drive and finish, brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
All with the steal. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Jazz trail by 6. Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. That misses off the backboard.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Feeds to Hunter. And stolen by Bogdanovich. In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley scanning the floor. Bogdanovich against Hunter. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. Yep, it counts. And that's now 6 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, the floater game from Donovan Mitchell is effortless, folks.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
This guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Here's Wall. Here's Capella. Gobert with the block. There's the pass to Mitchell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Kaminsky is checked in for Bogdanovich. Zeller comes in for O'Neal. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Then for the Supersonics, Tate, he's checked in for Banchero. And Bradley Beal subbed in for John Wall. Now here's Beal. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Inside, Kaminsky fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, outstanding pass and execution. They'd love to see Clarkson do that on a consistent basis.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Gobert. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Steps back and fires. Rebound by the Sonics. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Beal. Capella trying to free himself up. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Very hard to distract Bradley Beal on the way up. Just tremendous concentration through contact.
Utah trailing here. Alexander Walker passes to Zeller. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Beal. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Zeller up top. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. On the 3 off target. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Fultz.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general. On time and on target. Do that consistently.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The end of the first quarter. Sonics ahead, leading by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Here they come, North Utah.
thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Clarkson is out there with Zeller. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Beal. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Jazz trail by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now Utah's defense is making a comeback. Donovan Mitchell says we're holding each other accountable and communicating, and that's allowed us to take that step. And Rudy Gobert adds, we're playing like a team that's trying to accomplish something. And Kevin, they are indeed winning a title.
David, no doubt. We thank you for that report. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The Jazz again can't hit it. Sonics leading by 5. And Wall kicks to Beal. Driving in. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And, Kevin, little plays like that one will help them manage this lead heading into the half. How about the determination?
Here's Alexander Walker. And it's sent back by Isaac. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last. A different look for Utah. O'Neal's check in for Zeller. Bogdanovich comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Here's Conley. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Ball passes to Isaac. Mitchell against Bridges. The pass to Beal. Fires the 3. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. O'Neal against Bridges. Bounce pass Conley. O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession. And Banchero's check in for the Sonics.
Paolo Banchero.
Seattle leading by 10. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Kicks it out to Mitchell. O'Neal up top. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Jazz trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Now here's Wall. For three, Bridges. They get it back. The kick out to Wall. It's good from long range. Wall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Sonics.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And the Jazz call time here. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Utah. And then for Seattle, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Miles Bridges. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Beal. Now, here's Bogdanovic. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Conley against Wall. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. That's good, and the supersonic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket for Mitchell.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Wow, Markelle Fultz finishing with power. This guy's confidence growing and growing.
Fultz has got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Mitchell against Fultz. Wall with a block. To the paint. Here's Banchero. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 12-point Sonic lead.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Mitchell. Over Fultz. Gobert. Rebound by the Sonics. Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Now there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Conley with it. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Conley. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Capella. Caldwell-Pope passes to Banchero. And it's good for 2. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. It's a 16-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Bogdanovic looking around to end the run. Seattle grabs the miss. Fultz has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wall, and he gets it to go.
Timeout.
Wall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the Jazz call time here. Doris, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award. Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. All were worthy MVP candidates. I think to dilute a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
For the Jazz, Cody Zeller's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Sonics. Tate, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Bogdanovic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to Gobert. Here's Alexander-Walker. And that time, also a missed shot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Jazz trail by 20. Alexander Walker passes to Bogdanovic. Here's Alexander Walker. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Seattle leading by 19. Now the pass to Tate. Capella against Gobert. Capella the pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Banchero's got a nice night underway, shooting 6 of 9 from the floor. Wall with the steal. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. And finished off by Fultz.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Zeller. Nice shot by Gobert.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Wall.
Oh!
You got to be kidding. The speed and the handle of John Wall, just breathtaking.
With 1 on the clock, and Capella sends it back. And so it's Seattle in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please, a big round of applause.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Markelle Fultz was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft, hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for the Sonics, Banchero up there with Clint Capella, and it's Wall. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate, and it's Beal in at the 2-guard. And Gobert gets to Conley. Off target from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
So it's Utah now. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. This one for 3. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd assist on the night. Seattle leading by 22.
Bogdanovich, the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to catch and shoot. But he's a guy that can also create off the bounce.
To me, he's one of the most underrated players in the game today. Bojan has the handle to create separation for a quality shot. He's tremendous on the backboards. He plays really solid defense. He works hard every single night, super competitive, just a guy you want on your side.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you very much. Now, Mike Conley was a first-time All-Star in 2021 and is still a top-tier point guard. His teammate Donovan Mitchell says, when you have a guy like that who can control the game, it makes my job easier. Mike always has a feel for what's needed. He's big time. Kevin, back to you.
What an important influence he is on that team. Such a big part of what they do. DA, thanks. First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. And it's Utah's ball. Mitchell wide open. No good with the triple. Seattle leading by 23. Beal from long range. And once again off the mark by Seattle.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's good by Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is more than capable of carrying an offense for stretches. Right now, the defense has nothing for him.
Here's Tate. Seattle missing again. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Really picked up a lot of assists in college. Banchero seeing those passing skills translate to the pros.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Jazz making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Then for the Supersonics, Isaac's checked in for Clint Capella. Bridges comes in for Banchero. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for John Wall. That free throw good from Tate. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Outside Conley. Bogdanovich up top. Unloads from 13. That one misses. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's Bridges. And he slams it right down on top of Frank Kaminsky.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. And here is Mitchell. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him. And it's Seattle with the ball. Beal with it. Conley picks him up. From deep. Beal can't get it to go. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kaminsky, the pass to Bogdanovich. Six to shoot. Here's Conley. Softly drops in the floater.
This guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
Here's Beal. Here's Bridges. He kicks to Beal. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3 seconds.
A different look for Utah. Zeller, he's checked in for Gobert. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. Then for the Supersonics, Harris comes in for Bradley Beal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Tate. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Mudiay against Mitchell. A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight. Bridges against Zeller. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Hunter finds Mudiay. And that one's good. Hunter's got his second bucket of the night.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
A challenging stretch here for Utah. Mitchell with the bounce pass. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And Utah another 3.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Harris kicks to Mudiay. Over in the corner, Isaac. Here's Hunter. Bridges trying to free himself up. Hunter no good. So it's Utah now. Clarkson with the ball. Bridges covering. Here's Alexander Walker. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer no good.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Count that one from Isaac.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Jazz call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Round of applause for your Jazz youth dance team.
O'Neal's checked in for Kaminsky. Then for the Supersonics, Dozier's checked in, and it's Jayshawn Tate in for DeAndre Hunter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Mitchell. Deep two from Clarkson. Can't nail the jumper.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And there's the drive. Good. Fultz has got 15 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Passes to Alexander Walker. Clarkson for three. The shot missing. Seattle goes the other way with it. You know, because of his scoring prowess, Jordan Clarkson has earned the name Flamethrower. He is something else, isn't he, Doris, coming off the bench?
He is, Kevin. That is an appropriate and fitting nickname because this guy can get hot in a hurry. And what a luxury to have somebody as consistently productive like Jordan Clarkson come off your bench. That's fabulous.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, guys, certainly Markelle Fultz had a rocky start with his first organization, but the change of scenery has helped him immensely, and I think he's proven, while still finding his footing, that there is a place for him at this level.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:35 left in the third quarter. The pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now, here's Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Zeller trying to free himself up. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:02 left here in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The putback. Shot to stop the run. Shot by Zeller, no good. And here are the Sonics. Tate finds Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here is Zeller. Back to Clarkson. There's the triple. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. That's on Miles Bridges. The Jazz have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
He hits the second from the line.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Seattle. The three. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Shoots off the step back. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his second basket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
And so it's Seattle, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Eric Paschall. Washington out there with Trey Burke. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Alexander Walker into the three. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. From deep Washington. Rebound by the Sonics. Isaac's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's the Supersonics with the ball. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Isaac against Paschall. Here's Burke. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Paschall, the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Paschall. With some arc. Hunter with some nice defense. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Defense right on him. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And Utah has possession. Burke dishes to Kaminsky, passes it to Washington. The Jazz working the ball around now. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Caldwell Pope. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart on the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Good on the second free throw. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 4 assists in the game. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
And there's the pass to Paschall. Over Hunter. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Paschall's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Moutier finds Hunter. It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Pascal. Here's Washington. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
His first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Utah, Dwayne Washington Jr. At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And Utah making a change here. Forrest is checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harris outside. Hunter against Pascal. Caldwell Pope outside. Harris passes to Hunter. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Burke. Now, here's Washington. Fires for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Burke with the bounce pass. Washington against Harris. And it's Washington missing. And the Sonics with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. And Isaac throws it down.
Boy, at his size, does Jonathan Isaac move so well? The long strides in transition. Wow.
Now Burke. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Kramer taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Zeller, he's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Washington. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Here's Mudiay. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now here's Zeller. Here's Burke. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Here's Mudiay. Lays it up and banks it in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And here's Clarkson. Passes to Burke. Here's Pascal. No good. Shot missing. Hunter with some nice defense. Harris outside.
And how about the career Gary Harris has had up to this point?
What you love about Gary Harris is he's going to do whatever his coaching staff asks him to do. He can make a 3-point shot with great consistency. He's willing to share the basketball. He can make clutch free throws late. There was a time in his career where he was a real force on the defensive end.
And the first one drops.
Now, Gary Harris, simply put, guys, has been not only one of the best free throw shooters, but one of the knockdown shooters in the league. For him, it's really been trying to stay on the court and away from injury has been his biggest challenge.
Sonics making a switch here. Dozier's checked in. Both good from the line that time. Here's Clarkson. The pass to Burke. Here's Forrest, guarded by Harris, trying to end the drought. Here's Zeller, and the layup falls.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Harris kicks to Dozier. Isaac left side. Caldwell Pope outside. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. 5 to shoot.
Well, this is Emmanuel Mudiay at his best. The aggressive mindset, trying to put defenders in a difficult spot.
Shooting for the away team, Emmanuel Mudiay. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Forrest. Clarkson with the ball. Haskell with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Dozier. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Eric Haskell. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Washington's checked in for Utah. And he's good on the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Seattle.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Markelle Fultz.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
That one goes in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Isaac passes to Mudiay. That one doesn't go. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Forrest to the inside. Zeller. That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Now, Mudiay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Well, when Emmanuel Mudiay has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw good from Mudiay. Both free throws good from Mudiay. Here's Forrest. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having him with you out there?
We just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him, and also getting open shots for myself. And he's helped me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.